Hello, I'm Jim Hayes, the Executive Director of the Des Moines Pastoral Counseling Center. I've been asked to add a video this month to my blog post as part of the newsletter, just to pass along some information as we face as a nation this time of the coronavirus. It's clearly a time that anxiety levels are raised. Many of us are experiencing some kind of fear, even minute by minute, as we go through this, and these are issues that we deal with regularly here at the center. As we deal with complications of life, it's nice to have someone who can walk with us through our counseling and education programs on the path to hope and healing. I'd like to use this video time to talk a little bit about our brain and how we function in times of crisis like this, and sort of that limbic lizard part of our brain where we want, like, fright or flight or freeze or whatever the case might be, and we are really afraid. And it's important to acknowledge that that's just a piece of what it means to be human, that it's natural to be afraid at times like this. And I talk about that a bit in the blog. It's also natural for us to be anxious, and that's our brain and survival instincts that we've used throughout our history as human beings. But another part of our brain is a rational part of our brain where we recognize, let's deal with real numbers. That can lessen our anxiety. Let's listen to science and think about what things we can do to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and of others. But the last piece that I'd like to think about, that's a part of our brain, but more a part of who we are as creatures in this wonderful world, is that we can care for one another. So we're thinking about, yes, things like I can wash my hands. Yes, we can keep social distance. Yes, we can do the best that we can as a society to mitigate this virus from spreading. But it's also action that we can take to care for one another. That's what we do here at the center. To walk with people on the path to hope and healing, to give hope when we're despairing, to heal when we are maybe afraid or in need of another to be with us. So don't just be too focused on yourself. Think about how you might help others along the way. And certainly for me as an executive director, these will be challenging times for us as a center. And we would love to have your support, your help, reaching out to us to think about how you might be a part of our mission to help others in this time of anxiety. Together, we can get through this. Together, we have talented people in this place who can share their skills to walk with you and walk with others to support them in this difficult time. We will do this together. We will not be alone. And so I trust that you will walk with us on this path to hope and healing. Thank you for all of your support.